Hello all. So in the previous videos we installed Hyperledger Fabric, and also we explained how to deploy a sample FabCar application in Hyperledger Fabric. So today we are going to extend this FabCar application in such a way that we can um, execute the functions of invoke.js and query.js with the help of some APIs. So I think you are a little bit familiar with Express.js. So I am going to use the framework of Express.js and going to build 4 APIs for our 4 functions. So in order for doing that, I am not going to modify this JavaScript folder. I am just to start to copy our JavaScript folder into one a new folder. So we can start copying that. So in order for that, you have to open terminal and just copy all the files in JavaScript using cp command. Into, so we can name API server. Okay, so here I am creating a new server, and it is called as API server. So we can just run it. So all the files from the JavaScript folder is copied. So the files inside the node module also will be copied into API server. So we don't need to install all the packages or dependencies once more in API server. So it take few minutes to copy. Okay, here we completed copying the files into new folder API server. So go to that folder, and I already said that we are going to implement it with the help of Express.js, and so we require some um, if in order for creating this APIs and all, we require some packages. So in order for doing that process, we have to install npm install express body parser. Let's see. So I'm not going too much deep into Express.js. I think you are familiar with that. So it take a few minutes to complete all the process. Okay, here we completed the installation. So next we can start our server. So in order for starting the fabric, we need to run start fabric.s, and if you are not permanently set the path of go, then you have to set the path, otherwise it shows some errors. Otherwise you have to start with the start fabric JavaScript. Okay, so type start fabric.sh. Start, sorry, had to move down a little to parent folder. Okay, so dot slash start fabric.sh. So it takes a few minutes for starting. So if you are not familiar with how to do this process and how to install fabric, so you just go back to previous videos. Okay guys, we completed the initiation of our fabric. So just we can move into the folder and we can do our user registration as well as admin registration. So cd API server, then you have to how to create its node enroll admin. So before going that, we have to just look whether the certificate is already present in the wallet. Since we created the clone of the JavaScript folder, there may be chance for that. Okay, so it's not there. If I suppose it is present, you have to permanently delete those files and then you have to execute the command. Okay, so is enroll admin.js. Okay, so it's creating. Okay, behind the terminal you can see it's created. Next you have to create the user. For that you have to run node register user.js. Okay, it's also created. So we created the user app user, and it's important value. Here you can see the behind the terminal you can see both the files are created. So next we can go into our creation of APIs for our function. So just to remind what are the things you need to create. So you have four function, two function invoke.js and two functions query.js, and invoke.js contain the function for actually they have a submit transaction function, and we change the function to be called in which function in chain got to be called as change car owner or create car. So just review our previous video. And so these are the two functions. So first one is change car owner, second is create car, and next one two function are in query.js, and it is mainly used for querying a single car details or querying all car details. So here we have function known as evaluate transaction, and you have to change the name of the chain code function query car or either to query all car. So we are going to create a new JavaScript function. We are not going to modify this function. We are going to create a new JavaScript file which integrate this query.js as well as invoke.js. So here I already created this particular file. So this is a file. You can see API server.js which actually integrated both invoke.js chain code functions as well as query.js chain functions into a single folder API server.js. So we just go and we can examine what all things are here. So here we added some codes that is required for our express. And I think you all familiar with this thing. Then we imported the fabric network. Then here you can see we have this things. We are checking the valid about the app user. And all these things are in query.js. Here you can see before initiating or executing the valid transaction, you are doing all these steps. And for in invoke.js also contain those code. So here I created actually four functions, and each function calls each chain code functions. So here you can see a API created which is a get request. So here query all car is the first API in which we firstly checked all the valid regarding the certificates of app user, and those words are directly copied from query.js and invoke.js. And here you can see we are calling the valid transaction query all car. Okay, and it will return a JSON, and the JSON will be responded back into your browser. So you can call this API either using curl in from your terminal, or you can use if the function is method is uses get, then you can call directly from the browser, or you can use other tools like Postman. Here I will show these three tools for calling get as well as other post methods. So next you can see the other function which having the API was API slash query and car index. So this function is actually used for getting the details of a single car, and one parameter is passed in URI sorry URL. So it is car index, and here you can see we are taking the car index using the params.car index, and we are executing the query car chain code function. Then the third function is actually a post function. It is post method. So it is actually going to add car. So we need to pass the details of the new car and into the API slash add car, and in the corresponding API slash add car page or function, it will do all the process of doing this, getting the certificate, etc., and it will call submit transaction, create car with all the required details. So already we do this, already we did the things in our previous video directly. So it's we given the data statically inside the code. So here we are passing the data with help of postman, or you can use curl. And next, you can will get a transaction submit information in postman or in the curl terminal. And fourth one, you can see I'm just using a put function. You can either use some get or post here. So here I am passing the information of the car details, or you are going to change the owner details of a particular car. So the details of the car to be changed is passed in the URL, and the new owner name is passed as the body parameter. So I think you know these things. Request.params and requested body is a part of express.js. So just go to tutorials of express.js, how to create APIs and all these things you can get from there. And again you are submitting the transaction to the fourth chain code function, change car owner. Okay, so these are the four function we directly called from invoke.js as well as query.js file. And in this new API server.js file, we created four API, and we pass each function inside those APIs. So next we are going to run this API server.js. So you know that we need just while running, if you are using Node for running, if you updated the JS file, you again need to rerun the thing. So in order for making the automatic restart after each update, it's better to use NodeMon. So NodeMon is actually a tool. It's actually expanded node monitoring. So you can easily use this application for running our express.js file. So if even though you do any update in your JS file, then automatically the system will restart. So it is not required you to stop the running of your JS file and again restart. The node monitor will automatically control. So if we are not installed, then use sudo apt install nodemon. So you can just start to run the program. Nodemon API server.js. So here I am running in port 8080. So it's I think it started to run. So it shows the Nodemon started the running of API server.js. So you can, I will show a demo. If you done certain updation here and just you do a save, you can see it will automatically restarting the thing. I will show using the curl command how to get the details, how to invoke our API. So you know that the first API is API slash I think query all car. That's the first API I think. Here we can take the first API. It is query all car. Okay, so API is query all car. I am running in our local machine. So curl space http colon slash slash then local host. If I am running, since I am running in local host, then our port number is 8080. So if somehow when while running nodemon it shows at port number 8080 is locked, you have to use the next port number 8081 or any other port number. Okay, so slash API. Okay, So it's checking the ledger and taking all the values based on slash API. Okay, you got the response. Here you can see you got the response the same as while you are running that query.js file in previous video. So you got all the okay. So now you can see a particular app in your local machine. Just search for app Postman in your machine and you will get an app like this. So it may ask for a sign in, so you may use your Google account for that. Okay, so here you can see a browser like environment, but you can provide your method of request, get, post, put, patch, etc. You can pass. So just you try the get method. So you can see, you know, that there are two get method. So use the same link that we given in curl http colon slash slash local host colon 8080 slash query all car. So that's our actually our link that we provide in the browser, and the curl, just search for that. So it's actually creating a get request and you will get okay. So you got the response from the fabric, the same response that you got in your curl terminal as well as in browser. So this is our API for adding new car, and you know that the API is actually requesting using post method. So now we want to add certain things into our body. You have to select a row, and you know that the details to be required to add a particular car is car ID, make. So you have to note down this variable name, make, then model, color, and owner. So I'm just adding a JSON data into this. So here you can see we added a JSON data, and automatically it detected this application JSON. So just to do this thing raw, and we also you have to put in the header, you have to add like content type, then here application. So when you type it will automatically drop down those things. So here you can see the content type, and as well as when you type here you can see just need to type JSON, it will show application slash JSON. So now we added the JSON data, and it changed the get method to post method. Okay, so now you can run the thing. Sorry, the API is 8080 slash API, and okay, so it's API slash ACA. So press send. Here you can see in the loading section, you can see the details. If we successfully entered the data, it should show transaction submitted successfully. Okay, it shows transaction has been submitted. So that indicates our new car is added into our ledger. So we can just check for that, just query get, and our if you remember, the API is query all cars. So query all cars and you will get the details of the all car. So here you can see our car 30 is already inside this. Okay, here you can see the car 30 is here, the model is Tunis, the car is red, and owner is John. So that way you can insert the car, and in order for executing the put statement also you can use the same configuration. So same URL method. Here you can see for changing the car you are using put method, and you have to provide one parameter through URL and the second parameter as a JSON parameter. So please do by yourself. Okay, so this is the end of this video, and in the next video you will see how we can create a web UI for doing all this operation, avoiding this postman all code. We can directly use web button or a link to generate all these details, and also we can create a form in order for submitting a new car into our ledger. Okay, thanks for watching.